Hello everyone and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. It is time to truck. I haven't said that in a little while. Right, we need to pick a job. So, we are here in Roscoff. This is where we finished last time. We've got a job here to Le Havre. That's a decent distance because what I don't want is something too long, to be perfectly honest. In fact, that's a really good job in terms of distance and pay. So let's take that. That was easy to find a job. Yeah, I want to do 2 shorter episodes today rather than 2 really long ones. Now, of course, every time I say I want to do shorter episodes, something goes completely wrong. But let's see. So we need to drive. I've got all my parking brakes on and everything. Yep. We need to drive out of here. Basically, last time I just left the truck exactly where we were. I finished the delivery and then I stopped. Now we are in France. So, head tracking is off today again. I'm just saying we're in France because that means I drive on the right side of the road. Now I say the right side, it's not the correct side, it's the right side. The correct side, of course, is the left, as all British know. And we're heading down here. It is a miserable day here in real life. It is horrible. And I have got stuff to do in the garden, and that stuff is just not going to be possible, which is really disappointing. I can do some of it. There's some stuff I can do sort of indoors instead. But yeah, not great. Yesterday was beautiful weather. I went out and cleaned the decking. So, that's our job. We're going to take the default trailer. It's not a particularly long job. 525 kilometers doesn't... It sounds like a long way, but it's not. Not in ETS anyway. So, let's get ourselves positioned. Should be pretty much lined up, I think. Maybe a little bit off. Let's see. No, okay. We did not line up very well there. Well, I say we. I always say we, but it's not we. It's me. That should be better, I hope. There we go. Good. Now, in terms of how we're progressing, we're doing very well, because as you remember, we got ourselves a driver. That's where I wanted to go, not the other one. Carrier, and Carrier is currently on duty stop to rest. She has been making us decent money, although she made a loss coming back from Groningen because of the amount we pay her. She gets 42 a delivery plus 143 a kilometre, so obviously not a particularly good job, that one. But she is working on ADR levels. That's what I want her to do. And yeah, we're going to see how she progresses. So now 526 kilometers, real time 22 minutes. So that should be ideal, provided nothing goes wrong, which it probably will. 1, because I said that. 2, just because everything goes wrong in these episodes recently. Alright. I think we'll be out of the city quite soon, which is good. Because apparently the lights stay red in the middle of the night here. Really annoying. Why do they do that? I love driving to work for night shifts because there is no traffic. And, well, barely any traffic, and most of the lights are switched to either off or flashing amber around where I live and drive to work, so that's always nice. Right, how long are we going to have to wait, guys? You're stopping, so maybe we can go. Come on! Choppy chop! And we're off. So I have to apologise for two things. One is the mess of videos last week. They were a bit of a mess. I didn't do the live stream on Sunday, so I planned instead on doing a video on the Sunday, but it took so long to get that video edited, rendered and uploaded that I was going to end up publishing it at about, I think it was about 9:30 Central European time, which 8:30 for UK, which was quite late. So I decided to put it out on the Monday instead, and then have the usual Tuesday episode. And then I didn't manage to get an episode done for Friday in time. So yeah, it's just a big mess of videos last week. This week we're going to try and do better, because I'm going to be away for parts of this week, so I need to try and get everything stacked up in advance, which is exactly what I'm working on now. I'm going to do these 2 recordings. This is the recording for Tuesday. I'm going to do the recording for for Friday straight afterwards, so that I've got a backlog, and if possible I will do the one for next Tuesday as well, just so I've really got some breathing room, because I'm going to be away from Wednesday to Sunday, so I'm not going to be able to record at all on those days, which is why it would be really good if I can get the videos all stacked up, ready on YouTube as well, so that then I don't have to be concerned at all. Because when you do the videos like this and you don't do them randomly, you plan a day, what happens is you get close to that day and you realise, oh nuts, I haven't done it. And sometimes I can do it in the morning and get it all edited, rendered and uploaded during the day so that it's out on time, because I'll see all my videos come out in the evening. And then other times there's just no time, so it gets to like 4 o'clock, video is supposed to be being released at 5:30, and it's 4 o'clock and I'm in the middle of recording, which then means videos have to go out later. So it's just not a nice feeling when you're having to rush to get videos done, because then I found before quality can slip quite easily when I do that. So, and that's not what I want. I don't want the quality to slip at all. And as you will have noticed in the videos last time, because I was doing them back to back, I did struggle a bit. I really ran out of things to talk about. Whoa, 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 whoa. I could not see the turning at all. That was not great driving. Yeah, I ran out of things to talk about. Hopefully if I do 2 short episodes back to back today, I will not run out of things to talk about. And then of course I will have nothing to talk about if I do a 3rd episode, which is why I have to think about whether I actually want to do that. Car, you need to let me out. You can see I'm pulling out. Thank you. Right, now we are on the motorway. Oh, I found out what sous la manche means. Sous la manche is under, what is it? Under the shirt. And I was like, what? Under the shirt? And then I discovered that the English call it the English Channel, of course, and the French call it la manche. So sous la manche is under the channel. Yeah, I suppose if you had to convert it into English speak, it would be under the English Channel. Because that was confusing me. I was like, what is manche? I cannot work this out. But now I know, and now you know. Sous la manche. Right, come on. This truck is pulling pretty well, but he is struggling here to get to 90. 90 is a bit of an ask for this truck right now. If we give him an engine upgrade, then 90 should be doable easily. Because I have one of these in my main profile. Look, now we're really struggling. I have one in my main profile, and he can get up to 120 with a 45-ton load. So We need to move across. We're blocking the lanes now. Yeah, those drivers were starting to try and undertake. That's exactly what that bus just did. He decided to undertake me. And that car pulled into the inside lane, or the outside lane, so that he could undertake, and then I moved across, so now he's going back that way. Yeah, we are really struggling a bit here. Oh, come on. Let's get it done, let's get it done. Move, move, move. And, yeah, as we know, we do need a retarder on here, but I'm reluctant to buy one at the moment. We could afford it, I think. But when we change the engine, we'll probably want to change the gearbox and transmission as well. And if we do that, we're going to have to pay again for the retarder. Admittedly, we get some money back, but even still, it's not great. Now, I've just realised this is going to be a complete nighttime drive, unfortunately. There is something on the side, apparently. So let's take a quick screenshot, because maybe... 2-pin viaduct. Let's change to light. There we go. Oh, I see. I see what it is. Very nice. Okay, well, that's probably going to end up as the screenshot for today. Unless something more interesting happens. Oh, and we've hit the 90 mark. So we will now continue. Oh, and you're joking. What? He changed to 80 and then changed to 90. And now he's down to 70. Hey. That was me trying to avoid crashing into the truck, into the thing in front. I did successfully manage to avoid crashing into him, but it was not good. Yeah, come on truck, you're going to have to let me in. That was not great. Looks like I'm going to have to try and sneak in after the truck goes through. Luckily, I did manage to avoid hitting the fire engine in front, so I managed to avoid a fine because I only hit the sign. Right, now we can get back up to speed. That was not good. Those speed limits were confusing me so much. 90 down to 80, then back up to 90, then down to 70, and then all of a sudden I saw everyone stopping because it went to 50. Confusing speed limits. But at least no fine. And only a marginal bit of damage. We went from 2% to 3%. So it's not too bad. There we go. Now we'll back up at speed again. Just need to watch those speed limits to make sure we're not going to repeat that mistake again. And where is that fire truck going? Fire trucks don't normally, or fire engines if you're a kid, that's what I always knew it as when I was a child, but they don't normally sit on the motorway for this long. They only use the motorway for very short distances between junctions. And of course on ETS, junctions are quite a big gap between each one, so it doesn't really make sense to see a fire engine on here. Need to let this guy go past. Come on, truck. You can do it. We are fighting against the hill at the moment. But we are doing it successfully. We need to be in this lane anyway, so that's fine, we can stay in this lane. Oh no. What's going on? There's a diversion. Okay. That's not good. That is the last thing I want today. we're going to turn off at the first junction apparently and then come back. Hopefully it'll be clear. If not, I may just have to drive around the diversion like a terrible driver. Right, a sip of coffee to keep me going. We are turning off at the next one. This is a bit more reasonable actually, this diversion. This is more like real life. Oh, we're near Saint-Nazaire. Right, slow down. Slow, slow, slow. Is there anyone coming that way? No. This way? No. Oh, my window is still down from when I did the stuff last time. Can't see if that was down. I've completely forgotten actually what my keys are for winding the window down. Ah yeah, so it was up. Good. Right, now we can get back on our way. And now it's a bit quieter. It was sounding very, very loud. It's because I was driving with the window open. There we go. Now we get rocking and rolling again. So 15 minutes. If this works out to plan, this will actually be a decent length video. Not too long, not too short. And then next episode we'll try and do the same sort of thing. Because I don't want them to be too long. Come on, truck. Let's go. Where is it we're heading to? Is it Le Havre? Yes, Le Havre. Which I always have trouble saying because French pronunciation of words like that are quite difficult for me to work out. If that makes sense. I struggle to find how to put the V into the word. Le Havre, 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 Le Havre. If you're Bristolian, it's Le Havre. Oh, now we're down to 80 again. What is going on with these speed limits? They're quite annoying, switching all the time. Good thing is we're going to be doing a bit more daylight driving now because of that diversion. We were going to be arriving about 7:30, we're now going to be arriving about 8:30. And in terms of rest time, we're still good. Got plenty of time left on the job as well. So we're looking like we're in a good condition to complete this job on time. And we're coming off up ahead. So I'll turn the speedo off. Because I don't want to go. Yeah, it's 80 anyway, but I don't really want to do 80 around this turn, not without knowing how sharp it is. He says, while still putting foot flat to the floor and doing 80. Oh, okay, actually, this is fine. We can do this without any toppling. Right. I am so far quite happy with this. It all seems to be working well. We should be moving across apparently. Oops. So here's 80 again, and the radar control zone. Just need to be mindful of my speed through here. Although in the tunnel we should be able to floor it if we wanted to, but we're not going to. Oh no, I say that. There's the speed camera just as we came out. Cheeky, cheeky French. Putting a speed camera on the way out the tunnel when everyone thinks they're free. 272 to the half. We're showing 277 at the time we went past that sign, so I think we're pretty much motorway the whole way now. Which is good, because I can avoid the red lights, of course. Now the next question is, what do I do about the bank loans? Because, let's show you very quickly. The ones that we took for 15,000, currently on about 14,000. Should we start paying those off as soon as we've got the money to do so, or should we just pay off the daily rate? I'm not sure what to do. It would be good to get our what's the word? To get our daily payments down, because then more of the income from our jobs goes towards it. But of course, if I spend all of the money paying off the loans, then we don't have any money for upgrades or new trucks for drivers or anything like that. The best case scenario would be earn enough money to buy another truck and get another driver, because we don't need to do another upgrade of the garage. We've got a spare slot that we could use for a new driver. Okay, we just ticked into race stats because we're way too high. This is the problem with not having a retarder. We're going a lot faster than we should be. And now the engine kicks back in. Hopefully we can still overtake this guy. We're not turning off anytime soon by the looks of it. In fact, let's have a look. We've got... well, we're staying on here for quite a long time actually. Well, it looks like there's a toll coming up. I don't like tolls because it does mean we have to slow down and waste time. There's not much I can do about it. If they want me to go to a toll, I have to go to a toll. Can't argue. Just have to do it. And now we just keep rocking and rolling. Maybe we can go to an outside view now. Put my mirrors up. We've got plenty of fuel as well. Basically, at the moment, everything is working very, very well. We've got fuel, we've got the driver who is making us income, although not right now because they're taking a rest. They may have started again actually, but they were taking a rest and they weren't adding any value for the last couple of hours. And we're on top of the daily payments. We are making enough to get past them, so yeah, the toll is up ahead. Do I overtake or not? Overtake. And then we'll turn off cruise control, and I think we can go for this one. No, we can't. There's no sign there for us, so we have to go into here, which does mean I'm going to go back to cab view leave the mirrors up because we'll go to outside view again after. Started the toll road, and we're off again. Nice and quick. Okay. There's no one here on this side. Alright, let's go back up here again. It's nice to have a little bit of sunlight in the job. It can be quite boring to do all the jobs, to do a job, 100% nighttime. My only issue is, we've got 2 hours and 6. Got about 2.5 hours of driving time after that before we will have to rest. So I think next episode, next job, we'll do 2 hours of driving and then we'll take a rest. So that at least we can get some daylight. Otherwise the job will be completely at night if I sleep and then pick a job. It just depends on the distance actually, because if you don't have enough distance on the job, then you don't actually have the time to rest. So we'll have to have a look at what the distance is on the job we look at. I've made that mistake before, I've had a rest and then found that actually I can't complete the job in time. And that I should have rested before. Realistically, we still should rest before we do it, just to be certain that we have enough time. But if we do that, we're going to be driving probably dusk and then night time. There's always the difficulty with planning the jobs. If I was just doing it like my main profile, I wouldn't care about whether it's night or day. Because I'm doing it to record and show you the sights and sounds of the European map, it can be a little bit boring if it's night time because you don't see anything. Well, you don't see much anyway. We are now only 5 minutes away from our destination apparently, which is very good. Please don't be a diversion up ahead. Please. So, get rid of those. There we go. Way up a bit close to the left wall. And we got the end of the toll road just up ahead, so we're going to have to pay some money. Yeah. Clear over here? We are. And there's no point in accelerating too much because we know that we're going to have to stop. Although there's this one dead ahead. Okie dokie. 37, that's not too bad. There is a mod, I think I mentioned it before, there's a mod for changing the ferry and toll prices, or maybe it's just the ferry prices, I don't remember. But it's basically because somebody decided the ferry prices were not realistic when they compared them to real life. At the same time, if you're using the base game pay system, the pay isn't realistic. So the fact that the ferries cost more is offset by the fact that, you get paid more. As we are not getting paid more, it could make sense to add that mod in, but I haven't done, because right now we don't take the ferry every time, and when we do, I'm not really hurting from the price. I don't see any real big drama. Right, I think we're going to go back out again. Put these mirrors on. Why is that car driving so slowly? I understand me. I'm a truck with a big heavy load. We're really bouncing here. God, if this was a time lapse, it'd make you feel sick. Yeah, so I understand why I'm slow, but not him. Oh, however, there's a toll coming up again. I'm trying very carefully not to go into the back of him. That truck's barreling down the side, so I can't go through there. Can we use this lane? Let's just use this one. This is open. I think those are the fast lanes. The telepass, I think it's called in France. So you can actually get through without having to stop, because you just sort of slow down and your card gets read from your dashboard. We used to have the same system in the UK for, what was it called? For the Severn Tunnel, Severn Bridge. We had a tag system. Everyone here is driving very, very slowly. I don't really know why. I know that I'm going to have to turn off, but I also know that even with 16 tons of load, I'm going faster than them. Unless the reason they're all slowing down is because there's a massive diversion. As long as I'm not too close to that truck in front, which I'm clearly not at the moment, it should be fine. But I'm going to change back to this view, because I want to get in. Little car, little car. Get out my way, please. I know it wasn't great driving. I underestimated, or overestimated, how far it was to the junction. But we are there, basically. 13 kilometres now. About 1 minute of real time. No fines so far. Touch wood. Yeah, we're looking good. And we're going to be entering the city, it looks like. So I think this is going to be us discovering Le Havre. Le Havre. I think so, anyway. I'm not sure we've been here before. Maybe we have. Because I haven't got a message yet telling me we've discovered anything. Right, anyone coming? No. Because the French have got a... Oh no, there we go. Now we've discovered it. The French have got a weird rule. I think the Spanish use the same rule. The person on the roundabout must yield to the one who wants to enter it. What is that about? That just slows traffic down. It's not a sensible way of doing things. If you're going to do that, why not just use traffic lights instead of a roundabout? I don't get it. So there's a rail crossing up here. Hopefully I don't get caught by it. No, we're good. And our destination is just up ahead. In here. Okay. So yeah, an uneventful drive. I'm quite happy. Get the job finished. I knew you were going to want me to put it over there, because I've been to a depot like this before and that was where you asked me to go. Now, it doesn't look like there's actually much in Le Havre in terms of companies. So it may be that we have to pick our job from here. Now, let's get that window down. And let's get ourselves back. This is a pretty simple delivery, to be fair. 180 XP. I've had far, far worse. He says and then misses it. There we go. We're in. Let's get that window up, because otherwise I'm going to forget next episode. And let's deliver. Excellent. Good. So 3655, bit of XP as well. That is perfect. Right, I think I'm going to go and rest, because like I said, I'm worried about how much time we have on the jobs. In fact, let's have a quick look. Let's see if we can find a job that's got a decent distance. So we're here in Le Havre. That is going to Toulouse. That is a monster job. Le Mans. That's nice and short, actually. Kassel, quite long. Magdeburg, long. Bordeaux, yeah, it's a bit long. And what have we got? London. It's not too bad. Bordeaux again. Rennes. Brest. That's where we just come from. I don't want to go back there. Cambridge. So that one to London could be okay. We also haven't discovered London yet. Or the one to Le Mans, which is very short, I have to say. I think I'm more in favour of the one to London, but with that distance, we should be able to do that. Right, so that is going to be it for today. I'm going to finish here. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.